Hey there, Dave here with Innovate Media, and here I'm going to show you how to create a chapterized video player on your web page. To do this, there's basically two things to keep in mind. One is that whenever we talk about a chapterized player, really all we're doing is making a video title in the Oculu system for each video chapter. So a video chapter and a video title are in essence the same thing. The only thing that makes it chapterized on a page is using a bit of script to create a playlist. So when the current title ends, the next title plays, and so on until you get to the end of the list. The second piece of that is creating buttons on your page that allow the user to jump to any specific video title or chapter in this type of discussion. So let's take a look right now at how to do that. Okay, so here I am on the home edit screen admin panel for my website. In this case, it's the innovatemedia.com site, and we run it through WordPress. I've created a new page here for this demo called Embedded Player Chapters. And the first step is I got to add the header script for all of my video titles in my video dashboard. And I'm going to go quick on some of this because these initial steps are covered in some of the more basic videos on the Oculu site. So I'll go over here to Oculu. I'm in my video dashboard. I'll just click on the videos tab to start out, and I'm going to go down to chapter 1 because that's the first one I'm going to add to this page. And I'm going to scroll down to step 1, header scripts, copy this to the clipboard, go over to my page, paste it in. Next I'm going to go back to the dashboard, and the next thing I need is the embedded player code, and there are a couple things we need to do here. First is to set up a div area. That's the actual embedded player box where all of these video titles will reside. So I've copied that to my clipboard. I'm going to go back to my page, paste that in there. And next I want the autoplay script, and in essence what this is doing is it is setting this up so when this page loads for the first time, the first video title that will play will be the one with this ID number automatically. The user doesn't have to do anything, just starts playing straight away, and that will play in the IM box right here, which is in this div. So that's our embedded player. Okay, so the next thing we need to drop in is the playlist, and I've got a little cheat here. I actually have the code already written up, and the easiest way for you to get a hold of this is just to view source on this page you're looking at right now, copy and paste this bit of script, and then all you'll need to do is change out the ID numbers to your video title numbers, and I'll walk you through right now how to format that script. I'm going to go back to my page and paste that script in, and basically what this is saying is I'm going to just fill in the video ID numbers here for the order in which I want the videos to play. The first one I want is actually my first video, which is chapter 1 in this case. I'm just going to steal this ID number and drop that in right here. And then I basically want to say that chapter 2 plays when chapter 1 ends. So I'm going to go back here to videos, chapter 2, copy this video number, paste it in right here, and then I'm going to create a listener for the next one, which is chapter 2 right here. When chapter 2 completes, I want to play chapter 3, which is right here. Copy the video number, paste it in, and same process again, chapter 3. And actually this is the end of the string, and I have 4 chapters instead of 3, so what I'm going to do is just copy this line, paste it in here. I'm going to take this number for chapter 3, paste it there, and finally grab chapter 4 video number, paste that in right here and right here. Okay, at this point I'm done. I've created this playlist, and just to go in reverse here, I've got my header script at the top, then I've got the embedded player div box set up. I've got a first play video title, which in this case is chapter 1, And I've got my playlist script here, and again the best way to get this is just to view source on this page. So I'm going to save this page and we'll go over here and preview it on the web. Hey there, Dave here with Innovate Media, and here I'm going to show you how to create a chapterized video player on your web page. Okay, I'm going to mute the sound there and let it continue to play. And one little cheat here you're going to see is I haven't actually created this video yet that you're watching right now because we're building it, so I have a placeholder video in here, and I'm going to jump ahead to the end of this. And you'll see now, as soon as this video ends, we've advanced to Chapter 2. There's my placeholder video. This thing's only a couple seconds long, and you'll see when this one ends, we jump to Chapter 3. And there you go. One more here to Chapter 4. So going back about 5 years, and that's Chapter 4. Okay, that completes this chapter. Okay, so here we are at the second step, which is creating buttons to play specific video titles, so the end user can jump around and view things at their discretion. And this doesn't in any way cancel out the playlist that we've already built. So basically, if a user goes from Chapter 1 to Chapter 3, when Chapter 3 completes, the playlist is still in effect, so the player will advance to Chapter 4. And here's how to do that. We're going to go back to the video dashboard. I'm going to go back to videos and start at Chapter 1. Scroll down here to standard embed, and the code we're interested in this time is the button script. As you can see here, this is just a standard anchor which you can attach to text, a JPEG image. You could do something a little more advanced with some scripting to create some buttons that have some rollover states where it changes color or whatever. The basic principle here is that you should be able to use the same style visually of button design that you have on the rest of your site. So again, everything is just fluid, seamless, and it all ties together. I'm going to paste this first one into the page here right above. So I don't want to put it there. I'm going to put it above the video as opposed to below. And I'll just start a fresh paragraph here. And for this example, I'm just going to use text for button labels as opposed to an image. Let's see, I've forgotten the name of this one. It's called, what is a chapter player? Copy and paste. So this would be, if you wanted this to be a JPEG instead, this is just where you get into the markup. You could do, image, src equals, type out your path for your image. I'm sure you know more about this than I do at this point if you made it this far in the video and are a web developer. So I'm going to stick to text and go back to my second chapter and go down to get code, button scripts, paste that in, grab the title, which is creating a playlist, and add my start and end chapter breaks. And as you can see here now, basically the whole string is the same. The only thing that changes is the video ID number. So to speed things along a little bit here, I'm going to just copy and paste this 2 more times for my remaining chapters, and now all I need to do is change the label and the ID number. Go back to videos, find my third chapter, and here's the video number. I'm going to copy that to the clipboard, paste it in, get the name, which is creating chapter buttons, and drop that in there, clean up, get some extra spaces in here to get rid of, and my final chapter 4. And the title. Alright, so we got our 4 buttons in place. I'm going to update this page and we'll take a look at it on the web. Hey there, Dave here with Innovate Media, and here we've got our 4 buttons, and like I said before, the playlist is still in effect. I'll jump ahead here towards the end of the video, and you'll see here my second placeholder, Chapter 2 video, where I'm holding up 2 fingers, Chapter 2, and again we'll let this one run out. Just Show again that the playlist is still in effect, and boom, there's chapter 3. So now I could, if I wanted to, jump back to number 1. Hey there, Dave here with Innovate Media, and here I'm going to show you how to create a chapterized video player. Or jump to chapter 3, and again, I'm creating this video right now, so this is the placeholder that I've got in there, and that sums it up. So going back about 5 years, we used to create these chapter players for customers, and we would basically design the whole thing in-house here at Innovate and deliver it as a Flash SWIFT file that then calls all these individualized video files. And in a way, it was really nice for the customer because we did all the design work in-house and would send it over to them. The big problem with it is anytime you have to make a change, you would basically have to come back to a Flash developer or here at Innovate to add a video, change a button, change the labeling on a button, whatever. Even the most minor thing would require coming back to us. And for us as an organization, we're in essence a video production company, and we have a video distribution arm. So we were looking for a way to make this process automated on our side, as well as making it really easy for your web developer to stay in the space they're comfortable with, which is your web page, and out of Flash. So this whole method that we just went through basically allows your web developer to do everything right in their HTML code or within WordPress or whatever it is they're already working with, and they can use the artwork and the assets and everything they already have in place on your site and just adopt it over for video instead of creating this like clunky standalone Flash project that's got its own buttons and its own rollover states and all of this stuff that doesn't match anything else on your site. And you got to go back to this vendor every single time you want to make the most insignificant tweak to it. So doing it this way, we basically are delivering the video for you in a box, and you can put all of your buttons however you want all around the page. They can match the other buttons on your site, the main nav on the top of the page, whatever, however you want to do it. All we're doing is delivering the video and ensuring that it's the best possible quality, and you and your web team can maintain the look feel of your site just like you would do with any other page.